Welcome back to the Moti Hour, your favorite weenie idol prep here, back with another episode. So these past 2 months have been busy months for myself, so I sincerely apologize for the lack of content on my end. Well, as you guys know, it's been a couple months already, basically. I officially graduated and all those things. And hope you guys like my grad cap, giving tribute to the late Akira complex. Rest in peace to AC. And definitely go check out the As I Go tribute video on Keshi's YouTube channel. And also, I hope you guys like the post-Big Deal episode with Dusk, my very first video podcast episode of the series itself, which was pretty cool. So, you'll be expecting more of those down the line after post-tournaments and all that stuff. But anyways, if you haven't checked that out, definitely go peep because, like I said, first video podcast of the series. In this episode, we are reaching the halfway mark of 2024. Well, we're after the halfway mark of 2024 once I release this. So, like the first episode, I'm going to give you some of my views and opinions of the new songs and events, as well as the results of my predictions from episode 1. And then, like I said, just like the first episode, I'm going to give you somewhat of a rundown of what is coming next in terms of in-game events. So, y'all know the drill. If you're ready, I'm ready. Without further ado, let's bring the house down. So, let us recap of what I said in my predictions from the first episode of this season. First one, I want to talk about the 2023 Spark Festival after party. Well, I did say sometime around March, and for the one more extra stage, my top 3 was KO3, KU, and Camellia would compose the song, and basically I was correct. So Camellia dropped Rushiest Rush, say that 5 times fast, as well as other great bangers such as Sleeping in the Night by Nagamura Tamaki and New High by the Herb Shop. So, pretty good, and also got one of my predictions right, which is pretty cool. Second one was the Love You Stamp rerun, and I said that it should happen around late March or April. That was also right. And last one, the Spring Fire Festival or the Rechart event for 2024 should roll around soon. As I write this, we are still waiting for that new event, and I don't know when that's going to happen. Anyways, so now here are some events, songs that I didn't expect or was too early to call. So, one thing that caught me off guard was we got a U-Beat Discovery mission. Okay, when I first wrote this episode in June, I was going to give you no spoilers here, but it's been out for quite some time, so I'm just going to give you the 3 songs that are in the Discovery mission, and you probably know because of Ichikin posting the charts on his YouTube channel. So you got Arc by Coors K, and you got Passion by Kan Takahiko, and then you also got Blue Sky by Soda F, which is basically, I was joking with my crew, it's like a Love to Shuffle 7. But my personal favorite was Passion because it has another tempo change in the chart like Rushiest Rush had, and Camellia's one more extra stage, which is pretty cool. So that's the first actual legit 2 songs with the tempo change since that one Spinnin' Record songs, Where the Party At. So that's pretty cool that they brought that back. Okay, and number 2 was another event I didn't expect at all, was another random challenge. The song in question was Michael Waterstop Stardom Remix, because I don't want to say the romanized version of it because I might butcher it, and it's by MK, which was very bouncy, and I love it. So if you have missed the event, no worries. You can ask a friend who has that song, and it might be an easier way of doing that instead of suffering and gambling. But besides the point, great song, and yeah, no complaints about that. So number 3 is a kind of a 2-parter. The Watch Out Part 2 stamp rerun happened a little earlier than usual this time, and also, while I record this, the Virtual Bit stamp rerun is happening right now. Because I thought that was going to happen sometime later in June for Watch Out Part 2, and later in the fall for Virtual Bit. But then again, I understand there's also they might be doing some more stamp songs towards the fall, post Sparkfest. So if you haven't gone, Watch Out Part 2, honestly, it's for the best. Not the best song, but again, these are my opinions. But definitely go get Virtual Bit, though. Another Kan Takahiko song, which is pretty cool. You can do some jump style, Melbourne shuffling, all that stuff, which is pretty cool. And last but not least, the one that I didn't expect at all is a whole brand new stamp song from Dance Around. So it's Stay Alone from Meiosis. Really great song. If you saw me and Meepston on Meepston's YouTube channel play that song together, it's a really great song. I think we both cooked. So definitely go check out Meepston's video of us doing Stay Alone together. So, now I got the first part of this episode out of the way. Now time for some predictions for the second half of the year. So, when I wrote this is actually happening right now. So Gym 6 should rerun around in June or July, and luckily it's running now. So definitely go get that grind going. It's like basically like a mini Spark Festival for you new dancers players, where you like log in and then you like fill in a gauge for each song, and that song is unlockable. And if you haven't gotten the song specifically, ZZ started Remix and Flashback by Music Chorus, definitely go check those out, because those are my two favorite songs from that event. Number 2, after that, we should see a new stamp event sometime later this summer, or maybe in the fall. I am hoping for another original this time around, because I don't think we got an original in quite since Love You, which is pretty scary and pretty concerning, because, you know, this feels like Schrodinger's cat at the moment. But again, I feel like this game is going to go until the end of the year. Anyways, it's already July, and I'm hoping to see the Spring Rechart event soon. So, y'all can listen to my episode 1 of the season for my predictions. You know, for the new players that are just getting through this the very first time, it's basically like you complete like set missions that are in like this little tab folder when you press 9 on the numpad, and it tells you what to do and stuff. So basically, you complete these missions, and you get recharts of songs that are already in the game, which is pretty cool, because like if you didn't like said song, you can always play the rechart one. Like, for example, Shuffle the Cards, which had a really great Running Man rechart. And then also, for example, the fall event rerun had all these like Running Man additions to the fall event, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm hoping to see that very, very soon over the course of the next couple of weeks. Number 4, Spark Festival 2024 should be around like end of this month or sometime in early August. Maybe I'm thinking middle of August, though, because everything's been running a little bit later than usual. I don't know why. Maybe there's a lot of back end on with Konami stuff with DDR World. Dealer's choice, or however you want to think about that. So, and in terms for that, so here's some more songs, more bangers, more original bangers, and crossover tunes. And hopefully for one more extra stage, I want to see KO3 KU for this time around. And last but not least, because I'm going to keep it on like the complex side, but this is probably a popular one, but I'm hoping to see more like licensed songs. Like, I mean, yes, Chow from Musical Freedom was like a great licensed song addition. So I'm hoping for more Musical Freedom songs down the line, and then and more crossovers like from Toby Fox, maybe. I don't know if there's any left in both Undertale and Deltarune, for example. But maybe branch off there. Maybe go Porter Robinson, since they had the licensing in DDR World, where they had Look at the Sky, Musician, Something Comforting, Virtual Self. Well, Eon Break, Virtual Self is alternate ego. But there's a lot of good discography in that area, especially like a lot of populars like When Is Not 2 coming to Dance Rush, etc. All these like well-known like EDM DJs, especially. Because look at Step Maniacs, for example. They're like cruising with a lot of like well-known DJs like James Landino, Skybreak, all that stuff. Like, we need more, Kanmai, if you can, because we know you want this game is on life support anyways. But I'm going to keep these predictions to these 5 for this episode because Konami keeps on dropping stuff because they had Spark Festival 2020 defaulted. Now there's Virtual Bit Stamp Rerun, Gym 6. They're like so backed up. They're like casually splattering announcements here and there on their X account. So I'm going to keep it here. But keep your ears peeled throughout like every single bits and pieces in the episodes down the line later this year for more predictions. So this is the final part of the episode where I talk about something recent that happened in the rhythm game community. So unfortunately later this year, the only Dance Rush tournaments that will be happening the second half of 2024 is the Otakon tournament, which is a anime convention held at Washington, D.C. So a couple of buddies of mine from the New York crew are organizing the tournament for themselves. Then you have SoCal Stage 24, organized by Henry Zhang. It's an online and in-person Dance Rush tournament held at Round 1 Puente Hills Mall in Puente Hills, California. So the top 8 finals are going to be in person at Puente Hills Mall. And then Beast in the East 7, another Dance Rush tournament, which is, I believe, going to be the final Dance Rush tournament for 2024, held in Virginia. So that means no Eclipse or Mistake on the Lake, unfortunately, because they announced it on their X account and their Discord servers, respectively. So it is unfortunate, but their reasons were very much understandable. So your question might be, how do we take this rhythm game tournament hiatus post Stage 24 Otakon and bite? Well, my best piece of advice for you, even if you're not a Dance Rush player or if you're just Dance Rush curious, keep on grinding. I mean, it's perfect time to master your craft and keep on getting better at the game itself, or just any game in general in the RGC. Maybe also get out of your comfort zone and dance, take a dance class or 2. So basically, over the past months and looking at the Stage 24 submissions, a lot of dancers in this game are getting outside of that shuffle niche of this game. Well, take your KAC champion for this year, Nishi, for example. If you follow him on X or YouTube, you see a lot of locking, popping, and now I saw a recent video of him. He's been getting into house. What can he not do? I will take all comments in the little Spotify comment posts below. So what can Nishi not do? Let me know. It could be funny or something. I don't know. Personally, I see this as motivation to get outside of the shuffle niche in this game. So other players I do want to mention from the Japan area is 5243, who does a lot of house, DRS Earl or Seongo, who used to be like a heavy cutting shapes player like DRS Shapes, but now he's more into like popping and locking heavily. And for the state side, for us American players, definitely check out Min or Rockwet from the Seattle episode, who is also a Stage 24 finalist. He's very into locking and more specifically locking. And so that's a lot of players that I mentioned, but I actually had the time to talk to some of my crew, and John Smith Basement from the Towson episode visited my round 1 over the past month. So here's a Astral Mix from the New York crew episode as well, talking about their points and views of like what are they gonna do. I know it's a little bit of the joking side, but get out of your comfort zone, because why not? Without further ado, take a listen.
So who am I with right next to me right now?
We got Astral in the building, Astral Mix, aka Artifacts, aka Baloo, the man with likes to shake his tits on Red Hot Chili Samba.
Yes, your Eclipse 2021 winner, everybody. So you've heard the news that at the second half of this year, after SoCal Stage 24, there's going to be legit no rhythm RGC tournaments for the remainder of the second half. So what are you going to do since it's very RGC tournamentless?
Oh, being black, of course. No, for real. Honestly, it's a little bit heartbreaking, or It's sad. It's sad to see that a lot of the events aren't happening this year. I was really looking forward to a lot of them. I was really, honestly, looking forward to seeing like everyone there. And I feel like every year it's like a reunion to see everyone and like their growth and their potential and their dedication and hard work and craft and everything that they do. So just to not really be able to be around all that this year, it's tough. But on my end, I'm probably just going to continue dancing. I've been going to dance studios lately, open sessions. I'm trying to push myself into doing actual dance battles. So we'll see. We'll see how the year goes. I'm really hoping for next year that we're going to have more events and that we can see more people and just God, I can't even talk. Reuniting with everyone.
Of course. Moving on forward.
Yeah.
All right, who am I with right now?
We're in Johnson's basement. I am from Baltimore, the Towson crew in Maryland, and I've been playing Dance Rush for about 4-ish years now. And
Yeah, you probably heard him in the episode 2 of the Towson episode in season 1. But my question for you is, you heard the news that there's going to be no Eclipse East later this year and Mistake on the Lake later this year. So what are you going to be doing as a Dance Rush player for the remainder after post-stage 24?
well, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to be outside and touching grass because it is summer after all, and I have a kayak in my house and I want to use it, and I want to play ultimate frisbee and get my cardio up, so I'm going to try doing that. That sounds like the best solution, right? A new solution.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that's their responses. So shout out to those two for hopping on and just letting me know what they're gonna do in this like post like RGC tournament like lists 2020 second half, more or less. I don't know what the words to put it, but again, like keep on grinding. And one last thing I do want to mention for this episode, that a lot of people want a second release. I do too, so fingers crossed on that one because we just got DDR World. And I understand, this game just turned 6, and as per everyone in the DRS server, we're basically Schrodinger's cat. But please, have a little hope. This game is not dead yet. We're still alive, and it's always like the we're so back, and pack it up dead game cycle all over again because, you know, that's just how it is with, like, this game. But I still want to have a little hope. I am hoping that we'll get through the end of the year with all these new events, more stamp reruns, more originals, and hopefully some banger originals for Spark Festival. And without further ado, this concludes this episode of the Modi Hour. I do apologize for the lack of content for the past month because, you know, life has just been lifing. You know, you just got to do what you got to do and simply just try to take it one step at a time. And basically, a lot's been happening in the past couple of months, and I feel like I'm slowly getting it picked back up for my life. So expect more episodes and expect more interviews and all that stuff for later this year. Make sure you join the Dance Rush Stardom Discord server. That's discord.gg/dancerush. Once again, discord.gg/dancerush. We have a ton of people joining every day. You can talk about the game, talk about other things, other games, post your Dance Rush performances, post your funny cats, please, because if you don't post your funny cats, I'm going to have admin delete that channel. You've been warned. But other than the funny cats, basically you can connect with your local community and organize meetups and all that stuff. And if you're visiting, you can also organize a meetup for another crew that you're visiting. So yeah, definitely join up. We're a very welcoming community of shufflers and avid rhythm gamers. So definitely go join the Dance Rush Discord. Also, if you're interested on what you want to see next with the podcast, or if you want to like join up for an episode and we have a one-on-one or a group interview with your Dance Rush community, hit me up at the Moti Hour on Instagram or the Moti Hour at gmail.com. You can hit me up on Instagram or Gmail, up to you, dealer's choice, or both. I don't mind the double messages. But we can get something organized. And also let me know what you want to see next on the Modi Hour, because I'm always open for suggestions. And this is a very brand new this is still a brand new podcast, more or less, because I'm open to ideas about this game and where we can branch off from here, because we've done a lot this season compared to last season. So I definitely want to hear suggestions from you guys. So just hit me up on Instagram, or just hit me up on the Dance Restart and Discord server. What do you want to see next, simply, because I'm very active on there and always seeing what the community wants to see, or seeing all these conversations come into fruition in Dance Rush general in the Discord server. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at the Moti Hour for community updates and podcast updates here and there. I'm trying to be a little bit more active there after just these past couple months, but I will be active on there again. So you can also follow me on Twitter or X or whatever you call it and also subscribe to me on YouTube at Idol Prep on both handles. And this is your favorite weenie, Idol Prep, who apparently gets jumped no matter where he goes in terms of meeting Dance Rush communities for some odd reason, but we don't talk about that. Signing off for the Moti Hour, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.